We can just shake the petals to the floor, right?
Well, it looks like the petals are silk. Hey, let's just take the spread off and roll it up with the petals in it and stick it in the closet.
You're so romantic, Annette. Remember those hotel pics of a path of rose petals? Now that was romantic.
New side of you? A romantic man?
Yeah, that's me, romantic. Hey, you want some champagne?
Oh, not right now. I do have a beautiful little surprise for you.
Surprise? I love surprises.
What do you guess it is?
Does it fit in my suitcase?
Yes, it would. But you wouldn't want to keep it there.
Does it involve technology?
Not really.
Would I like to eat it?
No way.
One reason I married you. Surprises. You are never a boring girl. Always something up with you.
I thought that time I pranked you, it was the end.
You mean that time you turned the shower head so when I turned on the water it blasted me in the face? Or do you mean the time you made the chocolate pie and, oh man, it looked so good, but the whipped cream was whipped dish detergent? Or do you mean the time you put the cotton balls in the toes of my shoes?
I was thinking it was that time I changed everybody in your contact list's name to Jesus.
I did get you back, Annette.
Ooh, yes you did, Jake. You wrote my name and phone number on a bathroom wall in a bar downtown. So many weirdos called me I had to have my number changed.
I am well known for the powerful get back. So it's been in the world a lot longer than us?
Well, actually, no, not even.
It was invented before I was born, but it hasn't been in the world longer than us.
This particular model.
Oh, I gotcha. That's true of most new things. It's new, right?
Oh, absolutely.
How many questions is that?
Probably about 10.
Do I already own one?
No.
Have you ever seen me shop for one?
No.
Did I ever tell you I want one?
Yes.
Is it expensive?
Yes.
Is it jewelry?
No.
Well, that did it for a few of my possible guesses.
3 more questions, Jake.
Have my parents ever had one?
Yes.
Do you have one?
I do now.
Is it tangible?
Yes.
Oh, shoot. I was gonna guess a song. How about tickets to a concert?
Nope. Any other guesses?
No. Just tell me, Annette.
First, promise me that you love me forever and ever.
Of course. I made the vow and I meant it. We're married.
Oh, you are so sweet, Jake.
I am so curious. You gotta tell me.
Your beautiful and tangible surprise is a baby. I'm pregnant.
You're what?
Pregnant. That's my beautiful surprise.
Whoa, wait a minute. You're pregnant? You mean as in having a baby?
Feel, right here. That little bulge, Jake, that's your baby.
Excuse me, but don't you think you might have mentioned this before the wedding?
I wanted to surprise you.
This is not the sort of a surprise to spring on a man on his wedding night.
You said you like surprises.
That's not a surprise. That is a shock.
You don't love me.
Love's got nothing to do with it. What in the world were you thinking?
You're mad at me.
Mad is not exactly the word to describe the way I'm feeling, Annette. I can't believe this. You're pranking me, right?
Would I prank about something so serious and so beautiful?
Damn. Damn. What other secrets are you keeping?
It's not a secret, It's a surprise.
Why didn't you tell me yesterday? Why didn't you tell me, I don't know? Why didn't you tell me as soon as you knew?
Because I wanted to surprise you.
Let me get this straight. You wanted to surprise me on our wedding night, but you didn't want to surprise me yesterday?
Well, I didn't want you to get upset before the wedding. You're upset, aren't you?
Upset? Yeah, I guess you could say I'm a little upset.
Well, I didn't want you to get upset because then we might not have such a beautiful wedding.
Did you marry me because you wanted a wedding? Or because you wanted to marry me?
I wanted us to have a beautiful wedding.
So now you've had your beautiful wedding. You can upset me? What's going on here?
I just didn't want you to worry. Not when there was so much to do. Getting ready for a wedding is hard enough without having to think about the future.
Getting married is about the future, Annette.
Oh, I know, but you can only take one thing at a time.
Annette, somehow I think your logic is a little twisted here.
Twisted? Not a nice thing to say to me, especially on our wedding night.
Well, it's not exactly nice for you to shock the shit out of me on our wedding night either.
You're supposed to be happy to know that you'll be a dad.
Well, I'm not.
Ooh, you're the one who got me pregnant, and you say you're not happy about it? Whew, I like that. I should have never married you. And I wouldn't have if I'd known you were going to be such a beast.
Hey, it takes two to tango, you know.
Right. I didn't get pregnant all by myself. You kept insisting. I said no, no, no. How many times did I say no, Jacob? 100 times? I bet I said 100 times, and you convinced me to give my virginity to you. You said you'd always be there for me no matter what. You said you loved me, Jake.
I married you, didn't I?
Yes, and as soon as the wedding's over, you act like you hate me.
I don't hate you, Annette. I'm just in shock.
I thought you'd be glad.
Why in the world did you think I'd be glad? I don't think you thought at all. I think the only thing on your mind was your wedding dress. Seems like that's all you could talk about for the last 2 months.
Well, I was afraid it wasn't going to fit me. I was afraid this baby would puff me out and I'd be too fat for it.
I thought, when we decided to have sex, that you would have gotten birth control.
Now you call it having sex? Before you called it making love. Anyway, I didn't see you rushing to put on a condom.
It's your responsibility to keep yourself from getting pregnant. What were you trying to do? Trap me?
Trap you? If I was trying to trap you, don't you think I would have told you before the wedding? My responsibility.
I feel trapped now.
You feel trapped? What about me? I'm the one who's trapped. I'm the one who's going to have a baby and can't take one step without carrying it with me.
Aha! So you went ahead and married me because you were pregnant.
Oh, you're so mean. You don't know anything about love at all. You don't know one thing about responsibility. And you don't know one thing about babies.
And you don't know one thing about me. What makes you think I'd be happy to have a surprise like this on my wedding night? Ask any man. Do you think any one of them would jump up and down for joy at the news on their wedding night that their wife was pregnant?
Whether I told you before the wedding or after, I would still be pregnant. What's the difference?
I feel deceived.
You feel deceived? How many times did you tell me that you wanted children?
I do want children. Forget it.
Forget it? Are you saying you want a divorce now?
A divorce?
I'll file for divorce in the morning if that's what you want. But you're still responsible for the baby.
If it's my baby.
What did you say?
I said if it's my baby.
Oh, I hate you, Jacob.
What did you say?
I hate you. How could you suggest it's not your baby? I don't want to be married to you after all. I will always hate you for saying that, accusing me of cheating on you.
Look, I didn't mean it in that. I'm just in shock, okay?
Well, the way people act when they're in shock tells a whole lot about their character. I should have shocked you before I ever made love with you. Then I'd know what kind of man you really are before I ended up in this condition.
Now you've had your wedding. You want to dump me? I should have figured all you wanted me for is a prop.
I can see now that you're not that much good for anything else.
Annette. 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 Why not tell me before the wedding?
Because it was all planned. The invitations were out. There was a pile of presents in my mother's living room. We had our rings. The bridesmaids were getting their dresses. I'd already ordered my wedding dress.
Did you think I wouldn't marry you if I knew? Is that why you didn't tell me?
I just didn't want to think about it. Maybe you wouldn't marry me, and maybe never mind. I don't know. I just didn't want to think about it. But I imagined you'd be so happy. And dreamed you'd be glad that we were starting our family. And you touched my tummy and you think it was beautiful.
So what do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Start over again?
You mean start over since before you met me?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. No. I don't know.
I am married to you, Jake, and I hate you.
I hate you too, Annette. But I love you. I do love you. Can we still make love?
What?
I mean, we're here. We're having our honeymoon.
I'm really upset with you, Jake, accusing me of cheating.
I'm sorry, really. Is it a boy or is it a girl?
Well, we'll find out together. Do you want a drink?
Yeah, sure. Let's finish off the champagne.
Well, I'm not supposed to drink now that I'm pregnant.
Really? Huh, more for me. That's why you knocked over your champagne on the dance floor. How many months do I get without getting embarrassed by you getting drunk?
Come on, I never get that drunk.
Okay. Whatever you say, Mama. And throwing up all the time?
That has been morning sickness, Jake.
But it wasn't in the morning when you heave it all out. What the hell have we gotten ourselves into?
Mr. and Mrs. Parents. Yikes.
Yeah, yikes. Okay. Wow. So when is this little tyke supposed to be born?
November 1. I have another surprise.
Ugh, do I need to be ready for a shock?
Is twins shocking?
You're kidding, right? You're kidding, right? Right?
Am I getting chubby? Am I pranking you? It remains to be seen, Jake. It remains to be seen.
You're kidding, right? Okay.